tired of spending a lot of damn money and getting absolutely nothing you was hoping to get? Head on over to MrMutCoin.com for the cheapest, safest, most reliable coins in the community. Use code GS for 20% off your purchase. Don't forget, you can also purchase training there as well. Link is available in the description. Alright guys, we have ourselves an absolute doozy of a ball game here for you guys. So we were playing some squads earlier, and it was a very good game. Thankfully, we had the Elgato running where we were able to just go back and clip the game. So I'm running with Dez, who is the QB, and I myself am running the defense. And we go up if anybody happens to play squads often. There is someone in the community who goes by the name of General Siders, who we just so happen to match up against. And not only do we match up against General Siders, he happens to be in his Super Bowl. So one thing about General Siders is that every single time he loses to you and you send him a message, he won't respond, he won't say anything. And the reason why I say he won't respond, he won't say anything, the reason why you send him a message anyways, is because every single time he wins, he will go on ahead and send you a message saying GG with the yellow strong arm emoji. Every single time he wins, he'll send you that. But if you win and you send him that message, he just won't respond. And there was a time where I beat him 4 times in a row, and every single time I beat him, I'll put GG times 2, and I'll put 2 strong arms, 3 strong arms, 4 strong arms, and he won't respond. But every single time he wins, you're guaranteed to get a message. So Dez nor I were in our playoffs, so I felt like we can go on ahead and be that was a heck of a catch in traffic. We can go on ahead and play uber aggressive, right? Because we really want to beat General Siders for the fact that, again, he just always sends that annoying message literally every single game. And if he loses, he won't say anything to you. Like, I can go on ahead and just say GG, or I can respond to his GG strong. I'm like, hey, good game, buddy. And he won't say anything. The defense that they were running, though, was giving Dez a little bit of issues. I believe they were running the new meta, which is Shed D, which can be difficult. And, you know, they're only rushing 3. And you take a look at the left end right there. I'm not sure how he kind of morphed there. But on 4th down, you typically want to punt it. Squads is very, 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 like, well, we actually do punt here. Field position is extremely important in squads. In head-to-head, you'll see pretty much anybody will go for it on 4th and 11. On squads, though, it's difficult to move the ball because you got users all over the place. So it's not easy. It's definitely not easy moving the ball. And you typically will punt the ball. Even on 4th and 2, you'll see people punt the ball because you want to play field position. You want to go on ahead and try and pin them, get the ball back, because moving the ball is not easy. And we were overly aggressive this game. I'm like, no, we got to go for it. If we lose, we get nothing out of it, right? I mean, we don't benefit from winning, or, well, we win, you know, bragging rights, but like losing doesn't hurt us, right? If you're in our playoffs, or if one of us was in our playoffs, we would play more conservative because you don't want to risk, you know, giving away, you know, a big 4th and 2 stop to them where they get good field position afterwards and whatnot. So, with this game, because we're not in our playoffs, a loss doesn't hurt either one of us. We're just going to be really, really, really aggressive. So he's using Russell Wilson, who he feels like is such a very, very, very good QB. He has Michael Vick, but him being a Seahawks fan that he is, he wants to go on ahead and use Russell Wilson. So, like right here, most of the time, even up 4th and 2, you would punt the ball in squads. But it's like, you know, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We can be aggressive. I know we got to play for 2 yards, and we don't get the 2 yards. And they're already pretty much starting in field goal range, and this is why you want to go on ahead and punt the ball in squads, because it's very, very, it can be very difficult to move the ball. And because we went for it and did not get it, they got a free 3 points, didn't even really have to work for it. So we're struggling to move the ball offensively. He's not really getting anything open. On top of the Shed D, he's going to go ahead, which I'm going to release. By the way, if you are a Twitch subscriber of mine, I'm going ahead and teach you guys how to do it. I'm running it myself. There is a secret sauce of how to get this defense, how to get the aggressive pass rush back. And how over G was, there's a specific way how to do it. It's the defense that I run. It's the defense that a lot of people run. Yeah, it's very, very, very popular. And and I'm running it against them. They're running it against us.
That.
So it's not easy moving the ball, right? Especially when you're getting guys around the outside where we got no animation. Again, 4th and 3. You typically wouldn't go for it there. But again, we're uberly aggressive because we really want to beat Siders because we can't stand this guy because he likes to send his GG strong arm emoji after every single win. So back-to-back runs. You see they're playing very conservative. They're not really passing the ball too much. You know, he's just playing it safe, you know, going for, you know, runs and passing situations just because, you know, they feel like they got what it takes to stop us on defense and prevent us from moving the ball. And they're doing a very good job so far. And, you know, they're just very, very conservative. Run. Where Dez is, you know, he rarely runs the ball. He doesn't really run. You know, when you play with him, I thought I was open right here. You see Julio Jones. I got behind the defense and I'm screaming, B, and he didn't get it. And then he's like, you know, run the same thing. He was like, I'm going to try, but I don't think it's going to be open. And, you know, it wasn't. But right here, he has plenty of time where the sheds actually don't hold up. He sent the spy, and then, you know, just nobody was open. Like, their adjustments were good. You know, we'll give him credit. Even though General Siders can be a D-head, he's definitely a good player. And he always gives a tough matchup. Big 3rd and 11, and we're just having trouble moving the ball. And once again, you know, they're sending blitzes on top of Sheddy, and we're just really struggling. On 4th and 17, even though we're being aggressive, we're not going to go for it on 4th and 17. So it's like, all right, 50 seconds. Let's try not to give up any extra points, and we'll be all right. And once again, you'll just see heavy runs, not really wanting to pass the ball too much. And he actually throws a dot, but they have passing, blocking on aggressive. So we'll go on ahead and we'll take that back, and we'll take the 10 yards. And right here, I called the timeout by mistake. Well, not by mistake. I thought it was a sack. I did not think it was an incomplete pass. And then I seen it was an incomplete pass, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, I just wasted a timeout for absolutely no reason. And I'm hoping it doesn't cost us, and unfortunately, it does. You're going to see a little, you know, further. First of all, we had a touchdown right here on the left side you're about to see. Right here, he tosses it up. I passed the coverage. I'm holding wide, no animation. Like, we had him beat. It's just overthrown. But 7 seconds left. You're going to see he's going to throw a dot right here with the playmaker to RB. He comes down with it with 1 second left. We could have called a timeout if we had one, but unfortunately, I'm spamming timeout because I thought it was a sack, and we end up. That's just the type of game it is. Like, we're struggling offensively to move the ball. The 2 times they scored were because they started in field goal range. You see the shed D. It's not easy to stop. It really isn't. But the 2 scores they had, they started in field goal range because we went for it on 4th down. 3rd and 16 right here. And he's going to throw on the run across his body. Not really sure what the read was there. And then how do we trip right there? I understand if he tripped like immediately once he hurdled, he did the auto hurdle. But how does he hurdle? He gets a clean 2 or 3 steps forward, and then he stumbles. That is, oh my goodness. But you see, Dez is 3 for 9. Again, we're really having trouble moving the ball right here. And then that wacko play happens. The ball just absolutely just zooms straight towards Kraus. And we're like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you got to be kidding me right here with the spy. And it's like, you got to dive at that JT. But thankfully, he has somewhat the speed to stay with him. And you see, 2nd and 13, they're going to run the ball. Again, playing uber conservative. 3rd and 12, they're just going to run the ball again and just punt the ball because they feel like we can't go ahead and move the ball against them. And up to this point, they're right. We can't get anything going.
All right.
Big 1st and 10 right here. He does a playmaker with his B receiver. I believe that's Julio. And we finally get a good game, right? 4 for 11, 94 yards with the INT. Consider we passed every single play, and D Ware comes screaming free, untouched. And we're just struggling to move the ball. 2nd and 20. I run a drag. He ends up hitting me right there. Nice little spin move. Make him miss after he went for the strip. So it's a manageable 3rd and 7 right here. Can we pick up a much-needed 1st down? And we do not. We end up dropping the ball. So on 4th down, it's like, you know what, we're going to punt the ball. You know, they're playing very conservative. They haven't really moved the ball against us. We'll get the ball back. We just got to get something going offensively. At least I hope we can get the ball back. Right here, QB draw. We knew that was coming. We played for that. 2nd and 10 right here. He ends up stepping up inside the pocket, and this is where I wish they would dive. 3rd down, and we did not expect this to oh, no, never mind. I'm thinking ahead of myself. There's a catch to Julio that you're going to see in a bit that they throw, which is just, wow, there was a dot. But on 4th and 12, they punt the ball. And we're at the 46-yard line. So we're close to field goal range to at least get some points on the board. And one of the rare runs that we able to do, 5 yards, 11 yards. Like, everything is bottled up. We can't run. We can't pass. We can't do anything. We just cannot move the ball against whatever defense it is they're calling. They're mixing in the shed D, which while actually blitzing. So a big 4th and 23. Once again, we got to punt them the ball. And actually a great punt right here. Pins them within the 5-yard line right there. So hopefully we can go on ahead and get the ball back. 3rd on the 3, I believe we run commit. We stop him at the 1-yard line. Very next play, he goes back to pass, and then he ends up hitting the gunslinger right the center. And then right here, Julio, just a quick hike and haul really quickly. Aggressive catch to Julio. One-hands it, and they pick up the 1st down. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's his 2nd completion. I'm like, you got to be kidding me right there. Anyways, let's see if we can get the ball back. 2nd and 7. Shut down on the run. 3rd and 10. They decide to run the ball again. And we going ahead and call a timeout. So no timeouts remaining. Little over 2 minutes left, and we have to go on ahead and move the ball 60 yards to try and score, considering we haven't scored all game long. He puts Michael Vick in, though. He's got more speed, a little bit more elusiveness to be able to get loose on the run if all the blocks do hold up. We go with the read around, the run around read option. So we're in field goal range at this point, but obviously that doesn't help us out. But it's nice to get close to the end zone to be able to, get a little sniff of it since we've been so far away the whole game. 2nd and 9. We toss it. Well, he doesn't. He reroutes RB, and he ends up spinning behind it, but thankfully spins beyond the 1st down marker. So right here on 1st and 10, he ends up getting sacked instantaneously by D-Ware. Very next play, 2nd and 14, they were on aggressive, so we get 5 yards forward. It's like, okay, that right there is definitely helpful. 2nd and 9, he steps up. He tries throwing it to me in the corner of the end zone, and it's swatted away. 3rd down, you're going to hear how Dez excited is. Listen to him and his reaction to this.
Touchdown! Yo, Doug's the goat, yo.
He was really excited.
Hey,
he called Doug Baldwin the GOAT! So we finally get in the end zone on a triple covered snag by Doug Baldwin. So now they have 2 timeouts. They haven't really moved the ball against us, but they haven't really been passing. 40 seconds to get in field goal range, and I feel like, I like our chances of getting a stop right here after he goes underneath the running back. It's like, all right, we'll watch that. They go no huddle, decide to save a timeout, so now they only got 20 seconds remaining. He's going to step up in the pocket. We're going to send a spy, and he's going to go ahead and kind of stop. I'm not sure what he was expecting. Timeout, 16 seconds remaining, and then he just tosses a blind. I would like to think that's blind, man, and he comes down with it, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So, unfortunately, we're going to go on ahead and lose to Genociders unless we get a miracle. I'm spamming right trigger to try and get a block, and it's just not looking good for us. It's looking like we're going to go on ahead and lose to Siders in his Super Bowl. And but you can tell by the title of this video that when he decides to let go of the A button, this man Dez wraps around, clicks off, gets the block, and we win the game. What a beautiful way to finish. Genociders, GG. Until next time, peace.